Hi, darlings. It's time for more zomboiding. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, or maybe if you were watching yesterday, you will happily recognize we are right where we were when things crashed. We were playing Project Zomboid yesterday, and my router completely died. Just literally shut off. And I was on the phone with tech support for like an hour before we determined that that was the issue. Had to get a new router. We have internet now. Huzzah. And when my game went busto, it actually just saved literally the place where we were standing. Mwah, so good. So don't think I just abruptly changed in the middle of things. Second, today we're going to be streaming on GeForce Now as part of GFN Thursdays. Now, the funny thing is, I was streaming on GeForce Now yesterday, and no one even knew. There it is. But what is GeForce Now? It is NVIDIA's cloud streaming service. So the idea is you have your game collection, like on Steam. And maybe I want to play Cyberpunk on maxed graphics settings, but my computer isn't good enough. NVIDIA GeForce Now will stream games from my collection to me in whatever strong power you want. Strong power, aka graphical fidelity, and so on. Or if you're someone whose game uses up a lot of GPU or CPU or some sort of resource that makes you need to tone down the graphics setting or tone down the simulation complexity, you can. Just get it straight up on all the max settings. And I would say that this sort of service isn't necessarily for everyone. It's you getting to stream your library at potentially way higher fidelity than you normally would. And it depends on what location you're in. I have a ping of 47, which it labels as being a little high. That's why it's in orange. And it's perfectly fine for me. It's perfectly fine for me. I even played Control connected to an East Coast server, an FPS type control setup, and it still felt great. And I literally think that the service is fucking magic. It is like my favorite thing that I have used in a long time. So let me tell you, one of the reasons I really like GeForce Now is that it does a lot of really basic things that I, as a basic gamer, want. Like, one, my internet crashed, and the game is right where I left it. 2 thumbs up. 2, it connects to, like, my Steam, so I can just play all my Steam games from it when I'm, like, say, out of town, and I just have a laptop that doesn't have a good graphics card, can still get 4K, right? It does that sort of thing good. But because 4080s, their most recent graphics line, coming out, all their GeForce Now servers are getting upgraded to the 4080s. So now it's going to be able to do like 240 FPS. It can do like 4K at 120 FPS. Like, these monitors, these are 60 hertz monitors. I like need to buy a better monitor to be able to make use of it. But yeah, their newest tier is the ultimate tier. I'm on the 3080 tier right now. But the ultimate tier is like their, top of the line, brand spanking new stuffs. So if you're interested in checking it out, I always encourage you to do a little sampling of it yourself, and you can do that for free. You can do a free sample, see if it works for you, and then consider. Again, might not be for you. It's not a service for everyone, but for someone like me, I thought that it wouldn't work. And instead, it works like wizard magic, and it's amazing. All right, let's play some zomboiding, shall we? So let's talk a little bit about where we are at right now. Tetsuo Iman says, what do the tiers do? The tiers are the quality of hardware that is being used to render and produce the image that is being sent to me. All right, sorry, my cat was trying to make a death-defying leap. So where we're at right now is that if we look at our map, we have a little home base here at the clinic, and we're trying to clear out this neighborhood right here because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a car. And the car that we have is right over here. Over this way. I don't know if I can actually view that far. So we're trying to make sure that these areas are sufficiently clear of zombies to be able to make sure that we have a nice clear path. Now, some other midterm goals that we have is that if we look at our protection, we, obviously with our hard hat, hell yeah, and one really nice shoe, we have some good protection there. With my pants and my jacket. Did I put my jacket on? I think I'm not actually wearing my jacket. I keep taking it off because I get hot. No, I am wearing it. Looks like it's probably just... Yeah. Its condition is going way down. See, I mean, basically more armor, more armaments would be nice. I'm still wandering around with frying pans. And if I recall correctly on the map, I believe that there's a police station somewhere over here. But I want to try to work out of this residential neighborhood and clear either side of this road. Because here's the van. And this is the first time I've ever driven a van. In real life or in a video game. Come on, gamer. Alright. Jujubes? I don't know what jujubes are. Tuesday Twitch says, if you were to kill all the zombies in the area, will new zombies automatically enter the area? My understanding is that there is some spawning, but also there's motion. Oh my god. Okay, question. How do you stop the car? Like, I know back is reverse. Is there a brake button? Is it space? It is. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. Now, can I drift? Not exactly. You just slow down. All right. Oh my god, yes. Amazing. Oh shit. Is this destructible? All right. Yeah, the car takes damage. I'm not surprised. What time is it? It's late at night? I got the car. I need to turn the car off. Everything in a survival crafting game is the oven. Did I get bit, or was that... Ooh, slide damage. Okay. Dude, these guys are strong. Yeah, I did a lot of zombie clearing here, man. We've certainly eliminated quite a few Zeds. We need zombies in GTA. Dude, literally, if you took the GTA engine and modded it for zombies, I would play that. Shit. Dude, these people have hard heads. They're like you. Alright, so I want to see something. So I'm moist, basically from a mix of running and sweating. And I want to see what my... So, as a question, how do I find out the effect of these? Are these listed somewhere? On the wiki, LOL. You must check the wiki. You know, I think it's great to give people access to oodles of information. Oh, I gotta update something real fast. Yeah, see, I'm sort of a fan of games that actually give you access to lots of information, except it's not actually clear what the right thing to do with that information is. You know, like, for instance, Dota. Dota literally tells you what every single item in the game does. It tells you what every single item in the game does. Like, there's no mystery. Let me actually do like this. Give me 1 second. I go here. I go here. I click this. I come this. I had the incorrect old overlay up. Let's move this thing in here. Shoop, wonk. Shoop. Work, work. And then we do like this. And then we... Streaming on GeForce now. Shoop. Perfect. It's legible. Great. I love that I was staying here. I was just like not moving. That's so funny. I like when a game says, we're going to give you access to lots of information. It's not clear what to do with it. I don't think I'm as much a fan of when things are like, all right, you have no idea what the heck anything does. You know, kind of like how Escape for Tarkov did. Did you turn off the car? I sure did. What do I even have here? Keep the canned corned beef on me. This is not for cooking. This is a weapon. And here's my junk. I'm gonna put the shirt on the ground, formal shirt on the ground, belt on the ground. We're gonna put a lot of these things in there. Great. Yeah, like if everything needs to be accessed through a wiki, I don't know if I'm a fan of that shit. No, let me sleep. I'm exhausted. Whew. All right. So let's see, it's 5 a.m. The normal time when I get up. So we have this car, and I want to inspect this for a moment. How are we looking on mechanics? Should probably look behind me first. Oh my god. Yeah, so I guess by crashing into them, I didn't exactly do the best one. Looks like it's done some damage. It was like all green. A lot of protein, a lot of fat. Just the way I like it. Whoops. Oops, forgot to refill my waters. That's fine. So, let's look at this. Let me take a look. How much gas do we got? Oh, we have almost no gasoline, huh? May as well drive it till it runs out, huh? So I actually should probably be looking for gas canisters. Should actually drive this probably a little more slowly. See, here's what I'm scared of. I'm actually going to hop out of here. Because if there's... I want to see how much gas that little drive took. Is that really what I want to do? Hold on, Get in the goddamn car. Hey, guys. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Shit. I need to be a little more careful. Okay, so how much gas did that take? Just a little more careful. Yeah. I like how I'm so cautious when it comes to engaging zombies. And then I get in the car and just like, oh yeah, I played GTA 1. I know how this thing goes. Dude. The head, please. Step on the head, please. I had to have sprained something. Wasted. Hello? This loser with his backwards hat. Let's knock that shit right off. Oh, they're gone. Okay, so let's check our little health line. What? We've got to be kidding me. That's insanity right there. That's ridiculous. Sprained your pride. Someone who doesn't have any shame at all. It's like, not like really a big deal. I now wish to turn off the van. Big thumbs up. Alright, so let me get out of this. And what I want to do is I want to see how much gas did that take. So it was like 3.4 and change. And I don't actually know what these things mean. Oops. Huh. So I could do that trip 7 times. Stand up. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. So we need... Okay, let me... We're going to investigate something. We're going to investigate something. Alright, so... Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're gonna start needing some parts. Okay, so here's our goals. First, is this thing locked? Alright. Okay, so here is... Yeah, no, we have very minor damage. We're doing okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clear a path to the presumed place of fresh armaments. Okay? We're gonna go to the police station. Alright? We're going to the police station, which I think is up here. I'm not actually 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure. Do some running. Should see some zombies coming up here on the left, but overall, things look pretty clear. And our goals are as follows. We're going to get to the police station. I need, like, a real weapon. Like, I'm thinking, like, an axe or something. Something with some range. And then once we've done that, I want to start doing some food. Some food and some crafting. Is this the first police station run? It sure is. So food and crafting supplies are my next long terms. Now, I have, like, plenty of canned food, and I'll continue to... Oh, shit. That's really close. I have plenty of just overall food supplies. But what I want to do is I want to be able to have, like, food generation. Oh, he's got stabbed with a butter knife. How pathetic. Alright. Real Jeff Daniels. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs. And also, I love your work, Real Jeff Daniels. Who doesn't? Oh, shit. With the bonk. I'm gonna do this trick. Running on the other side of the ledge. H. Alright. Do some quick evasive maneuvers here. Is there a win condition to this game? You're looking at it right now. Oh, shit. Shit, that was really scary. If you get bitten, you're infected. That's it. That's GG. Ugh. Can you not run, only fast walk? You can run and you can sprint, but you just don't need to. So I opt not to. Running makes noise, you get tired. I don't like running in real life. There it is. Lofty Ramos is not losing winning. For some of us in life, yes. God damn. You know, screw it. We're getting back in the car. Gotta stutter step him? Yeah, because, like, if you see this pace of walking, and then if I hold this, the pace of, like, creeping, it's quite slow. Yeah, it looks like... Did they change that? Because, like, a year ago, that is the only way in which I ever tried to. Get in the car. Oh, shit. I hit E, not in front of the... Oh, God. Get in the car. Enter into it, please. Holy shit, the engine actually takes a longer time to start? Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, where are my friends up here? Where are you at? This is so good. I love that it's stalling like that. It's so sick. Oh, shit. That was close. Again, I was in GTA 1 mode for a second there. What's our goal? Right now, we're trying to get to a police station, then we're going to set up some supplies. I mean, these are some resilient zombies. It's like my favorite place to crash. Going 60 and pulling turns? Yeah, no, you wish you were brave like me. Oh, come on, guys. Good. am I so shitty with a pan? This is the sturdiest zombie. Oh my god, this zombie drank a lot of milk in life. Most robust bones in the universe. Alright, come here. Here comes the bonk. There it is. Oh fuck. Jesus. This is the most difficult it has ever been for me to kill a zombie. If the zombies bite you, yeah, you're doomed. And what happens is your character slowly dies, but then you spawn as a new human that is in the same world. Are we fucking kidding me? You left the engine on? Yeah, no, I'm kind of busy, Kammerfriend. I'm literally in the middle of something right now. Can you call back later? Shit. I'm literally gonna need to do a single bonk and then turn. Alright, we're running. Shit. This is... oh. This is a problem. Jesus. Shit. Figures a frying pan is not the best zombie weapon. Look, I'm trying. Okay. All right, I can't click on it. I can't click on it. I'm so thirsty. All right. All right. Oof. I'm going to take a moment. We're taking a moment right now. Okay. We're taking a beat. I personally am not having real life panic. You're having real life panic. My God. Zero fuck Given says, is this game hardcore? Yeah, if I die in the game, I die in real life. Like, it's really kind of crazy. Like, the developer like crashes through the window, and they're not even quick about it. They just literally punch you with their bare hands. Nadev says, is the police station the only place where you can find weapons? It's not. You'll note that I found this frying pan, one of the scariest weapons of all time, in a mere household. But the police, this game is trying to be mostly realistic with its simulations. It's trying to be mostly realistic with its simulations. So there's generally things like pots and pans and food and clothes in normal houses. There's also weapons and armaments and other equipment at police stations and warehouses. You can get various forms of electronics. So, yeah, like, I'm really trying to navigate this sort of thing. Now, before I get back to figuring out how I'm going to overcome the 20 zombies that are chasing me, I want to once again give a shout out to GeForce Now. One of my absolute favorite things that I've been using a lot over the course of the last year. Today is a GFN Thursdays sponsored stream. Everything I'm doing right now is not running on my computer. It is being streamed from the cloud. And when I first heard of it, I thought there's no way it's going to feel smooth and seamless. And it feels smooth and seamless. It's amazing. The way it works is you connect your game library to it. For example, if you have a Steam library, you connect it to GeForce Now, and then you can stream all your Steam library games to your PC, but in the most out-of-control, insane qualities that you want. And so, you know, given that 4080s are currently rolling out, that's the newest NVIDIA graphics cards, GeForce Now is getting upgraded to 4080s. So if you want to try the Ultimate Edition, which is like their newest, freshest option, it has like 240 frames per second. It has like, you can get 4K streaming at 120 FPS. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe how good it is. So if you're interested, I want to note, if you're interested, you can try it out for free, and I think you should absolutely do that before you make a purchase. And I think it's sensible for them to make it, to have a free option, so that way you can try it. But it's amazing. If you're, say, someone like me, who this PC is 7 years old, coming up on 7 years old. There's some games that I just can't play at max settings, and I now can with GeForce Now. So, Project Zomboid is not actually the most graphically intensive RTX on game out there, but this is a game that runs better for me through GeForce Now because it tends to hog a lot of resources on a local PC because of all the simulation-y type stuff that it does. And so I've been using GeForce Now on and off a lot. Oftentimes I stream with it without even saying anything just because it's convenient for me. Zerman says, wait, can it play any Steam game? It plays, I think, 100% of the Steam games I own. So they make sure individually that each game is compatible. So for instance, like this Thursday, they just added The Valiant, which is an RTS that I played at the end of last year that I quite enjoyed. But again, they make sure that things have been getting continuously added to it. And again, all the games that I own, I can play. So we're going to continue our journey through. Oh, Jesus. So let me actually just start walking. Let me just start walking and try to break lines of sight. Now, this is a little risky going through these trees, because there could be a zombie right around the corner, but I think this is a good way to, if any enemies are back that way. All right. Check the mechanics and see what's up. All right, so, I mean, I'm going to need a lot more gas. Grishraff says, game gives very chill, immersive vibes, can only recommend. Yeah, I think this game is terrific. I think this game is terrific. Yeah, one of the funniest things to me about when I first did the stream of GeForce Now, the sheer amount of people that were just like, oh my gosh, yeah, I use it all the time. Like, I had no idea it was so popular. Oops. Empty gas can. Okay. Okay, that's actually incredible. So, You know, I'm actually going to put the empty gas can in my duffel bag, because if we get more gasoline, that's great. What I don't want to do is be driving my car, hurtling along, run out of gas, and have to step out in the middle of nowhere. All right. Oh, no, this is the van that was, like, primo greeno. All right, so there's a lot of gas in here. So how do you siphon gas? Is there, like, a little thing here? Oh, shit, there's a party hat. Fuck yeah. There it is. Radial menu. Perfect. V1 near. Why not use this van instead? Because I don't have the key for it, Major Megaforce. Ah! I didn't expect that. Man, I really juked him. I really lost him. Do you have a home yet? I do. Dude, Kevin, good to see you, man. My God, he goes to the correct side of the car. It's so realistic. All right, so if I now look at the vehicle mechanics, how full is this? Show me what you got. You legitimately have to be kidding the shit out of me. All right. Get in. Well, all right. Real Wester says, how much back seating is allowed today? I would say light back seating is great. Spoilers, horrific. Sean, the zombie waves are going to be coming in 4 days. You'll need to prepare for that. I'd rather get smacked. Spidey, see you. Oh, God, it's so good to see you, dude. Is the van on? You know, yeah, it's on. But watch this. It's not on. It's like not a big deal. I have to walk back and forth 7 times in a row. It's so fucking realistic. I actually love shit like this in games. I love stuff like this. Fanboy Era says, is there our goal in this game, as in can you finish it? Yeah, so this game, I actually went on a little bit of a rant about this yesterday, and who knows, maybe I'll go on the same rant again. Oh no, it's happening, here comes a fucking rant! There's games like StarCraft that have an explicit endgame goal, like, kill the enemy. Or in the case of StarCraft, the win condition of StarCraft is technically destroy all enemy buildings. History lesson on that in a moment. It's technically destroy all enemy buildings, but effectively, you GG and leave the game of StarCraft when you have won a big fight and there's no way your opponent can come back at the end. That's typically... Oops. That's typically how... it's typically how games end. But I made a career off making educational content about StarCraft because it was so damn unclear what these sub-steps were of the goal. Now, a game like Fortnite or PUBG that has the shrinking circle has an end game goal. Your goal is to be the last person standing, but it also has this sub-goal, which is stay in the circle. Hey, the circle's shrinking, stay in the circle again. The circle's shrinking, stay in the circle again. And so I think that I'm a big fan of when games have sub-goals in addition to the end goal. Because I think it just makes things super, super, super clear. And this game is really interesting because it has a sort of it's not really exactly an end goal. It's like stay alive, but there's really clear sub-goals initially. So for instance, you need food, you need water, things like this. Do I have any of my stuff? All right, let me... Did I hit equip or did I hit open? I equipped it, didn't I? Oh, my frying pan's broken. Whoops. No wonder that shit wasn't working. Hold on. Oh, God. Where did this go? There it is. So the sub-goals are like, first, I need to, like, get a weapon. Then I need to get food. And then I need to, like, a home base where I can go to sleep at night safely. And then what happens is the electricity starts to shut off. Because, you know, the zombie apocalypse has happened, so you don't have electricity. So you need to start being able to generate electricity for yourself. You need to start being able to generate food because you start to run out of canned food in all the places that are nearby you. And, you know, fresh food will start to spoil unless you have refrigeration for it. So, there starts... And, of course, like, there's a harshness here, which is that you just literally... You die if you don't do these things. And so it creates a fun mix of tension and relaxation. Where, like, this is not... Am I really drowsy right now? Get out of here. Let's just drive a car. So I'm going to be a little reckless right now, because I kind of want to go exploring. I'm tired, so my character needs to sleep. Oh, I remember this path. There's some good stuff in this warehouse. Holy cow. I'm going to try not to hit people. Oh my gosh, I remember making a run up to this area. Here it is. This is a police station, isn't it? Oh my goodness. So we're just going to do a little scout out view of the neighborhood, right? This will let us update our map. Fuck. Shit. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Maybe I don't need to be going 60 miles an hour. Alright. Excuse me. This was incredible steering. Nice. That was some reckless driving. Excuse me, that was some skillful driving. That was some unbelievable driving. That was like driving that you wish you could do if you were me. Because you want to be me, because I'm such a good driver. Can you honk in this game? Ooh, Navarius. The king honker of them all. That's a really good point. How do you honk? Do you have any guns yet? Yes. Have I used it? No. Step on the heart. Q for a strong attack? Dude, Zero, you've been here for 2 days now, and you just come in, you're like, great advice, great advice, great advice. Why don't you hit Q? I can't believe it. Like, that's gross. I really do need some new shoes. So I'm gonna look into the distance. Are they coming to me? Just make sure you paid attention during the tutorial. Are there survivors in this game like bandits? I think NPCs are one of the next things that are coming. But to stress the size of the map, look at this. Alright, let me move this. There's a bot that's spamming its own links. So, like, here's what we've just explored. The map is, like, really big. So... So, by the way, a Real Wester and some others, I want to stress what I think that skills, like learning skills and improving skills and that sort of thing, I'm putting as a slightly later goal of mine. Slightly later goal. Okay, so these nerds aren't coming. It's 5:10. It's time to go to bed. I'm a real boomer. So Cortman Medical is where we're just chilling right now. This is good shit. And did I get anything of value? Oh, let me just... Bet at 5:10? Yeah, dude. I think because I was experiencing abject panic, I think I'm crashing. So I don't even think I have any particularly good loot. Just my backpack frying pan and this battery. So I've been collecting all sorts of skill books. Bataris. Okay, so... So let's take a look at our map. So... I'm actually really interested in going to this place. There's really not that much down here to the right. So Blue's police, right? So this is a business right here, and I think this is an elementary school. Or is this... Oh, is this purple? I guess it is purple. I struggle with some color delineation. This is an elementary school? Are you fucking kidding me? No way. So is this the police station? Maybe this is the police station. So this... Is this a restaurant? Okay, so let's go through this. What is black, yellow, purple, green, and I don't know, is this blue, is this teal? If you find a city map, you can check the colors. Sure. Black is warehouse and industrial. That's right. That's right. This is warehouse and industrial. So maybe I should actually work my way up here and do this. Oh yeah, this is cyan. That's right. So this is a police precinct right here. This is a school. Yellow's restaurants. This green, this is like where the little mart is. Of course, red is the hospital clinic. Purple's community services. Blue's medical. There's a link to the in-game map that shows you everything. Honestly, this is a bit of an acquired desire I have, but I prefer a little bit more clumsy. So let's do this. We're gonna do the blue home, and then we're gonna do red circles here. I want to go to this place, and I want to remove this marking. I want to do this one here. We're gonna have to plow up this way. Now, alternatively, I could, like, drive and get to a kind of abandoned location and then, like, enter into this one. Like, because, for instance, if I, like, brought my car up to here and, like, got out and walked this way, or maybe... This is the same place I went to in my last Project Zomboid run. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to clean myself up. I'm going to eat. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to maybe read a book. We're going to answer this question about the win condition of wash yourself. Talk about the win condition in StarCraft, because this is like, I think, super fascinating. Because so early on in games, excuse me, early on in games, oh my god, excuse me, I have to blow my nose. I suck at my job. Hobo Hero, you said, I'm really excited to see Day 9 in this area to run into some problems that I ran into, but I don't want to say because of spoilers. That's like perfect. That's the perfect way to communicate. So I say perfect a few times? Perfect. That's perfect. Hey, Buffalo 8 times since this game is sick. Hey, from YouTube, couldn't wait. Had to come see the stream. Mwah, welcome. So... in early game development, a lot of what single-player games focus on is some kind of fun with very loose goals, with very simple goals. So, I'll use Link to the Past, one of my favorite games of all time. Link to the Past, you need to go to this place and get this artifact in this castle. You need to go to this other place where there's this other artifact in this other castle. And it's fun to explore, the combat's fun, there's progression, there's growth, you get increased capabilities. But, like, the goal is very just like, hey, do this, and you go, oh, okay. Or in Mario, go to the right. You just, okay, let's go to the right. Now, if I fast forward a little bit, in multiplayer, if you say to someone, do this, this is your goal to defeat the enemy. Passivity, not doing anything. Being scared to act. These are super common problems. Like, ridiculously, stupidly common problems. So, as an example, I like using StarCraft. I also like Chili. Oh yeah, I have to put it in here. And I have to click here, and then I can right-click, and then I can open. Unless I missed it. In a game like StarCraft, if you say, hey, dude, it's really important that you... defeat your enemy. People go, great, you got it. I'm going to hide in my base. When Quake was first introduced as a multiplayer game, people were like, all right, cool, I will sit in the corner. And that was it. Everything stopped happening. So increasingly, games have been increasingly heavy-handed to just make you do stuff. Stay in the damn circle. It's team fight tactics. In 30 seconds, you're gonna fucking fight. That's it. Like, there's this strong, heavy-handed imposition. I'm also gonna read a book. Holy shit. Takes forever to read. Oh my god. Holy shit, this is insane. So anyways, the thing that was... Okay, so if I stop, and then I begin reading again, it's right from where I left off. Nice. Okay. All right. So so the way a lot of early multiplayer games worked is that you had the fun of the game with like a loose goal, and then the multiplayer was sort of like stapled on because the ability to play over the internet was just rare. Like most of the time with a game, it was like, no, you just can't do it. And then when like couch co-op stuff emerged with like N64 had 4 ports for controllers. Ah! Incredible. So you had these like different ports that I could do. We have like 4 of us playing at the same time. Unbelievable. And a lot of those early games were just goofy. Like GoldenEye 64 was goofy. It was just goofy, man. It just put you in certain segments from the single player, and you would just have random spawn points in a single player mission, and it was like first to 10 kills wins. So you just like wind up in a game with a level that was like pretty much linear. So you just be like at the start of the level and you like run back to the ending. But it was like so chaotic. It was so fun. It was so great. So StarCraft 1 was a really interesting game because when it came out, it was in 1998. And the game actually had legs as like multiplayer fun and kept growing. But the win condition from Warcraft 2, which was also playable multiplayer, the win condition of Warcraft 2 was destroy all enemy things. Destroy all, like everything from the enemy. Completely annihilate them. And the problem with this as a win condition is if you were losing, you would just go hide. You would build the fastest flying units and you'd float them around. So can you imagine like trying to chase down Scourge? Or even worse, try to find the Scourge? This could just like unbelievably, ridiculously run the game out. And so they said, well, to make sure that people can't do that, let's create a win condition that addresses that. And this is like another form of like really common game design, which is here's a problem, Band-Aid. Not like foundational reworking or anything, just like Band-Aid. What I mean by foundational reworking versus Band-Aid is that the developer of Super Smash Bros. Said, I don't like the fact that you need to memorize combos and that memorizing combos is the most important thing. I want it to be more dynamic. And so they completely broke down fighting games and reformulated with a different health system, this percentage-based health system, which meant that you flew farther. Oh, shit. Did I get bit? Am I dead? Nice. Oops. So by the way, we are working our way towards this building and this warehouse. We're going to get some materials. So an example of a Band-Aid is if you said, people memorizing combos is too strong. You might make it so that, like, if you do one combo, once you've done it, if you do it again, it deals less damage. This is an example of a Band-Aid fix. So if you stand on a zombie, they can't stand up. It's just like standing on people in real life. So... I also need to do clothing checks to start to see if I have any. Oh, shit. So this Band-Aid fix in old RTS games was, you must destroy all enemy buildings. But then in Warcraft 3, it became hiding farms. I don't know what this is from, but we're... Bring that with me. I love burritos. So what am I talking about this? Yeah, so like, and then in StarCraft 2, it's still a weird win condition. Destroy all enemy buildings. So like, because Terran buildings can fly in that game, well, I'm losing. Better just lift off all my buildings. I mean, and it's just like so funny to me the way that this sort of thing works, because I think a lot about win conditions and like how people are motivated to do certain tasks. You know, maybe let's slip through the neighborhood to this. This could be a fair path. Alice Q says, Dana, how's your day going? Been a fan since the Day 9 dailies. Remember waiting for the stream to go live and watch it when I should have been asleep in high school. Yeah, I used to stream so late. But I'm having a good day. I'm having a great day, actually. Is there any more mostly walking? Yeah, we, Gangsta Bangsta, we do it every Monday. I say every Monday, but really I'd say maybe 60% of Mondays. Because Lee and Sean are human beings that do things outside of streaming. Fucking losers, you know what I'm saying? Gangsta Bangsta, we just finished our playthrough of Return to Monkey Island, so if you want to see the complete playing of that, that's up on YouTube. We're also going to finish playing a nice little adventure game called Shardlight. And then after that, probably a game called Broken Pieces. What is this over here? My God. Is this a police station with a steeple? Can you rotate the camera? I don't know. I don't think so. Nice. This is actually a really good path. I gotta be honest with you guys. I think... Oh my God, a tote bag. Oh my God, yes. I think giving players control of the camera, I think that shit's a fucking terrible idea. Ooh. Some bandages, some duct tape, some twine. Louisville map. Holy shit. So we are... Wait, so if I hit this, does it... Didn't update my map. Let me just look around real fast. Holy shit, fuck yeah. Holy fucking shit. Time to drop this garbage. Get out. So, community services, retail and commercial, industrial, residential. community services would be police station, churches, that sort of thing. Yeah, like, I don't think you should give players that much control over the camera. I just don't think you should. Letting me rotate and move and zoom and all that stuff, you know, I like when things have sharp control over the camera angle. Holy Grace Church. This sounds like a pretty fake church name, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, me? I go to Holy Grace Church? I mean, that just sounds fake, doesn't it? Open up. Any one of these open? No. Maybe I'll grab this podium, put it in front of me right when I broadcast, huh? See, the thing... Well, actually, let me rephrase. When I say I don't think you should be allowed to move the camera, I don't necessarily mean, like, I shouldn't be allowed to pan left and right or look around. Maybe a better way to frame it is that, like, I think that giving too much granularity of control over the camera can create these sort of, like, anti-design patterns and really fuck with your art team. Like, if I think about something like Fallout 1... Shit. Oh my god. Like in Fallout 1 or Final Fantasy 7, you had these really sharply controlled camera angles. Shit. You had these really controlled camera angles and perspectives that just made it, honestly, really, really beautiful because you knew exactly the specific angle. Okay, let me just take a moment to say, hell yes. That was awesome. We escaped. I'm the best. Thoughts? Thoughts, reactions, analysis? BF Kalu says, I'm new to the game. Would hiding in the church after the alarm been a bad idea? I would say yeah. I would say yeah. Because, I mean, they're all coming in. They're all heading straight for me. Alright, I'm just gonna drink here. Holy shit, there's so much stuff in here. Because look, each one of these crates... Blue paint... Welder mask, rope... You hear that? All right, I'm going to talk about camera angles later. Should I get all these? Metal pipe? Holy shit. You hear that? There's so much shit here. Cabbage seeds, fuck yeah. Which is the fertilizer. Dude, look at all this. All right, so now... Okay. Screwdriver, I already have 2. Okay, I'm holding... Jesus Christ, that's the loudest door of all time. Okay. And do I have that hammer? Nice. Okay. There was a box of nails in there, wasn't there? Take the... I didn't take it. Okay, I don't need this frying pan. At least not now. Now the amount of canned foods I'm going to be eating. Okay, did I get any? No. Oh, there was one here somewhere. Some glue. Where was it? It was somewhere around here. I was busy being in awe. Shit. Okay. Box of nails. Oops. Scoot that back to the top. Propane torch is actually pretty good, huh? Welding rods, let's get those. There was a welding mask here, too. Okay. Do I actually want a flashlight? broccoli seeds. Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay, so now... Loudest shit ever. Okay, if we can get back, this is going to be awesome. That alarm going off definitely sent a lot of them down that way. Okay, so we kind of have to go this way. See if I can get a stealth attack on this. Okay, so I'm going to go home, and then I'm going to actually start looking up some crafting. Drop something? Nah, I'm not dropping nothing, man. Keeping everything. Shit. Wow, that area cleared out hard. Headshot. This is actually looking like a pretty clear path home. A little concerned about backing towards the fence. I really need better clothes. Okay. So, I'm semi-over encumbered. As long as there's not, like, a pack, I think I'm okay. Alright, there's another one. That's bad. Perfect. Really good. Okay. Well, at least the church got everyone off my back. Oh, Jesus. It's a little risky, but I think... Fuck this. Oh, shit. Okay, this is kind of the path that we came through. Okay. Don't care, just trying to get home, and then we're gonna reorganize. We're gonna do some crafting goals. Shit. I'm gonna run. Fuck. Huh. So this is really bad. This is properly terrible news. Just trying to break eye contact with a couple of... listening very carefully. Dude, the range on this pipe, you feel it. This is great. Okay. Here's my little home base, all right. Oh my god, we made it. There's a bunch of zombies right there, and we don't care at all. Do I tire easily? Is that what's going on? Why do I get so tired? All right, we're gonna do. There's a lot of stuff we need to do. Oh my god! Oh my god! All right, so first things first. It's unloading time, baby. Oh, we got so many goods. Time to go to my dresser. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. First aid, duct tape, hammer, lead pipe, wrench, propane torch, rope, shovel, trowel, twine, welder mask, welding rods, wood glue. Oh, box of nails. And of course, let's not forget fertilizer. In you go. Still only one shoot? Yeah. yeah. It's the one. I have one shoe on. I'm gonna one fucking shoe at this point. Eat my jujubes. It'll cheer me right up. So, if I do this, if I like... So, if we look at our map, we've done a small raid here and here. I could actually start loading things into the trunk of our car to begin to make like a mobile getaway. We could find a new home. So there's just like a lot of good stuff still here. So is there an exclamation mark? What are my various symbols? Yeah, there we go. Put one of those there. Because there's some good stuff there. There's some good things. Now, another thing that I really want to do is I want to exit this and I want to open up my crafting menu. So, farming. I don't quite remember how... Oh, we needed the propane tank. Whoops. So, I have some questions about the function of this stuff. My question is, okay, so... First of all, when it comes to my crafting recipes, it says 274 out of 380 known. So this is an actual proper question. I would Google this were I on my own. Is that 380 actually a global 380? Are there exactly 380 things that can be crafted? Or is that like what I am able to know at this skill level, for instance? It's global. Okay. So 38 is the global total. So this 274 out of 38, I assume... Okay, another question. There are games that only show you crafting recipes when you actually have one or more component in your inventory. I think that's not the case here. Because, like, this is duct tape, butter knife, crafted spear. So if I, like, look up spear... Create spear. Yeah, plank and a tree branch, one of these ones. Yeah, so I don't have any of these things. Okay, so this looks like it does show me all of them. And my last question then is, do I find more recipes by reading books? I assume, like, that sort of thing. So if I want to read more stuff... Now, there's also things... There's also... So there's a common thing that happens in the survival crafting world, which is that, like, I might have the ability to make a stone table. And then when I go to the stone table, there's more things that I can craft at the stone table. Is that the way this game works? Or is it like... Let me rephrase my question. If I needed, like, an electrical stove to make one of these things, would it tell me that in this menu? Like, there's no workstations? Okay, okay. Nice. Yeah, so let's, like, let me look up cooked and see what it says. All right. Huh. So I will need a cooking station, I guess, because I remember I cooked some sausage. Tells you need tools. Applying heat to food doesn't appear as a craft. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, where do I get planks from? My bank just texted me. We have a banking holiday. All right. So if I'm looking, for instance, at carpentry, it says I need plank. You can disassemble wood things for planks. Chopping trees, sawing logs, disassembling furniture. Great. So I assume there's more things to learn than this. Because if I go to my character panel, so I don't know what this means, probably because I'm reading that book. Okay. So I'm just going to pop open my book for a little bit, read this a little before bed. Where's my book? I'd like to read it. Okay. Okay. So if I go to my build menu while I'm reading... Yeah, look at that, it's still reading. So survivalist appears to just be like... Oh, I can make campfires, I can make tents... Reclaim spoon from spare. You know what I'm gonna do? Alright, I don't know why I can't read on there, but there you go. Make bucket of plaster. So when I look at this carpentry, so this is something that I think is kind of weird. A lot of what gets me excited and engaging with various crafting things is I want some sort of goal with that. Like, for instance, let's imagine I looked at this crafting menu. Like, build a drawer, build, spiked baseball bats, make a mattress, this sort of shit. Like, I don't really think I want to do any of this shit. But let's imagine that there was... Okay, we need MS Paint. So there's this thing that I really like, which is where there is... This is, like, really common, right? So here's, like, a crafting table. So I'll write CT for crafting table. So this is, like, a level 2 thing. So you start at level 1, and there's all these various things that you can... Probably should keep this consistent. There's all these various things that you can craft, and, like, maybe if you take these two, it combines into this third thing. If you take these two, it combines into this fourth thing. And then these two are used for a crafting table, which then leads you to all these other sorts of new things. This is how Factorio works. Factorio says you need to make Science 1. And that's just like a really clear goal. And you'll do Science Pack 1. And as you're doing that, there's all these problems to solve. There's all these things that you need to do. And then once you've done that, you go, okay, cool. Time to do Survival Pack, or Science Pack 2. And this creates a new set of problems, new sets of challenges. Oh my god, I need to start doing fluid processing and that sort of shit. So if I... right-click and open tile. I don't see it. So we can dismantle these. So it looks like I can just do dismantling. Can make some basic things. Can refuel my propane torch. There's also a build menu rather than the crafting menu. You see, like, I don't really see what my tiers are here that, like, makes it clear, like, what my big goal is. It's not like, if you make a mattress, you'll get access to level 2. Need a hammer in the main inventory. Alright, let's try this. No, it's not. It's not and say we did. There's a whole other thing here I didn't see. Blue electric guitar? Get out of here. Alright. So if I come back to this, and I, like, have my hammer. Excuse me, a hammer in my inventory. So if I do this and I click here. What the fuck? Wait. So if I go to the crafting menu and look at carpentry, I don't see any of that shit. What? Wow. So if I want... Need logs, rip sheets, twine, rope. Jesus. So I could, like, make a little fortress. Oh, Lucas is carpentry crafting? If I do crafting, it's items. If I do carpentry in the world, it's structures. Oh, shit. Fuck. Bro. Okay, wait a minute. Now, if I'm getting my shovel, and then I'm going to go to bed. Give me this shovel. Give me this trowel. Okay, wait a damn minute. Okay, wait. Come here. What's a furrow? All right, so. How do I do some farming? That's my next question. How do we do farming? How does farming work? Furrows are how you farm? So if I take my shovel, put it in my duffel bag. It's in the duffel bag. So if I drop this, okay, so I can still dig a furrow. So if I drop this, dig furrow with hands. Ah. And if I just have the shovel, so I can use is a trowel a shittier shovel in this game? Because in real life, a trowel is both a shittier shovel and a more nimble, agile shovel. I just don't know that much about shovels. The same as far as furrows go. My God. That was useful to learn. All right. Sleep on the ground. Get out of here. Bed quality good. I'm gonna use a trowel because it's smaller. So now we have some real goals here. So we have some serious possibilities here. We have a car, so we can actually go on a big drive. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to do that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, I could do with a bite. Mushroom soup? Please. I love mushroom soup. You can dismantle pretty much anything. Yeah, I mean, that sort of stuff is just fun, man. Stuff is still frozen. That's actually really great to hear. All right, so first things first. Let's fill this. And let's actually just get a brief look at our clothing. How are we doing on our clothing, right? Because we have these safety goggles that are just fun. We only have one boot. Metal pipe is fine. We have another one. Actually, I need to get the other one in there. Long sleeve t-shirt. So the t-shirt and the socks don't do anything. The leather jacket is giving a little bit of bite and scratch defense. Jeans are giving a little bit of bite and scratch defense. But really, because I have this shitty shirt, it's not giving me anything. Okay. Hard hat. Loving it. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I have my other pipe. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we have the other pipe, and then we're going to go on a drive. Holes in the jacket. It served me well. Ce n'est pas une pipe. Who's ready for a road trip? I'm ready to just hunt and scour in the area. You know, I just want to see I just want to see what is about. I think it might be time to learn some shit. It might be time to become a learner. Enter the vehicle. Couldn't figure out how to E on this shit. So I'm gonna go up here. Dude, I have killed a lot of zombies. They're gonna be ripening up quite a bit. I'm not gonna go too fast. I don't have a windshield. The wind is just lashing in my face right now. Peckish? Oh, I thought I ate some mushroom soup. Yeah, just, you know, I'm in the mood to explore around. Does that say? This is really not good. Glad this thing has some real weight to it. Here we go. Yeah, those wiggly, windy roads I'm a little concerned about. Dude, this music is just so epic for just driving from A to B. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, I think I know where we are. We're getting close to my old farmhouse, man. Should be a restaurant coming up here. I don't actually want to be hitting the zombies because it causes structural damage. Yeah, there's the restaurant. So the farmhouse is just down to the southeast. So there should be like a wiggly road up here, if I remember correctly. I really need to remind myself that we just do not need to be going that fast. Yep, here's the wiggles. Alright, nice. Stream during UK hours, WTF. Yeah, I'm normally live from UK time. I go live at 9. I go live at 1 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 p.m. GMT. Micro. Where is this going to? Dude, I love going on the joyride. This is great. I don't know where this is going. Yeah, this is where, like, the game ends, right? Nope. Jesus. Holy shit, get me out of here. We don't have headlights? I mean, we might. Go back! Retreat! Alright. Well, I'm quite hungry. I don't remember where the old farm was. It's like right there, if I recall. I'm amazed at how alive we are. I am alive. I'm also impressed at how good of a driver I am. Dude, Billy Zane, I am thriving. So we go to the restaurant. We should be able to take a little detour. Got driving practice in Factorio? Oh, yeah. That's what we want to call it. You remember, this is where I poked through, right? The old farmhouse is out there. There's fucking fog? No, no, I'm not doing that. Fucking put the key in the ignition. All right, I'm canceling this. All right, my headlights no longer work. I see. Crossing that bridge. That's where we're going. God. Can you see anything? Slight panic. Don't be panicked. We're in a car. Oh, shit. Fuck! Oh my god, shit, no! Oh my god. My engine stalled. You know, I was just imagining that, like, oh, there I am with my stupid duffel bag. That was a good run. Oh my god, you know, because I was running over so many zombies. It's running over so many zombies, it just gave out. It's alright, this is the game. This is the game, and in fact, we even have a nice intro. I gotta make another one of these. Oh yeah, this is the game. That's it. Alright. Dude, we're gonna do Muldra. Oh. A giant watermark really sells it. I know. Made by intromaker.com. Great. This is it. We hit random and we're an engineer and we smoke. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's time to name us. We're not Alonso Valdez. Zero. We're going to have a 5-letter first name and we're going to have a 4-letter last name. Null Gravitas, thank you for the 5 gifted subs on our beautiful Thursday. Null Gravitas, after 0, please give us letter 1. Null Gravitas, you're going to be up second. Going to be up second. Yeah. And can you at me when you do it? Alright. P, perfect. Perfect. Null Gravitas. Null Gravitas, it's time to name you. Null Gravitas, please pick letter 2. Now, this can only be the 26 letters of the alphabet. That's it. Just the 26 letters of the alphabet. Drenzen, you're definitely in the queue. Null Gravitas, where are you? Y, that's great. Our name is Pi. Drenzen, please pick letter 3. This is fantastic. XP Arzio says, can I buy a vowel? Indeed. It costs 5 gifted subs. Drenzen, pick a letter. Never better. Pi, are we a P? An X, Pix. Pix, that's perfect. JTS is me. You've earned this 100 times over. JTS is me. Please do letter 4. All right, we're keeping it. By the way, for any of you, Ghosty, don't worry about timing out people that haven't been called on. People can enjoy themselves. We got Pixo. We got Pixo. Kraid, please give us the final letter. Pixo. Final letter. X. Pixox. Dude, Gersh Perk was the name of our first character, and now we're Pixox. We are Pixox. That's some good stuff. Pixox, indeed. All right. It's time for the last name. Entropy, you got it. Entropy, please pick letter 1. We have a 4-letter last name. So right now we're Pixox with the big socks. Pixox. R for my new baby. Is your baby's name R? Oh, Michelle Ridge. What a delight to see you. Please give us letter 2. I'm thrilled to see you. It's great news, Pixox. My child's name is R. Yes, L. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Now, the thing is that there's a lot of languages out there that, like, do not have both an R sound and an L sound. So we want to make sure we, in particular, fuck over those language native speakers. That's perfect. Pixox roll. Pixox roll. It's not that I was beat up at school. It's that I was exclusively beat up. The teacher read my name, Pixox roll, and then just said, get him! And everyone just fucking roll. Is that even phonetically possible? Oh yeah, for roll. Oh yeah, for roll. All right, who else is here? Who else is over here? Let's find you. Where's our good friends? Where's our good friends? Oh my God, Pandora Starbreeze. Please pick letter 3. Ooh, and Poop Feast 72 says poop. That's terrific. Let's see. Pandora Starbreeze, letter 3. Pandora Starbreeze. Hold on, Poop Feast. We need Pandora Starbreeze to really provide it to us. Pandora Starbreeze says, I think I should go with the letter B. Rolb. Pixox Rolb. This is good. This is an exquisite name. Again, exclusively beat up at school. Just showed up, bang, 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 7 hours later, and that's the end of it. There we go. Pixox Rolb. Let's see here. And then Poop Feast 72. Close us out strong. Please give us the final letter. See, I'm actually really enjoying these very brief names. 3-letter, 5-letter, right? Or 5-letter, 4-letter. Oh. That's a great one. Pixox Rolbo. Oh, honey, why are you crying? I fell and hurt my Rolbo. Oh, God. This is really good. Chest hair? Yes. Stubble? Uh-huh. Hair type? Recede. Is it me? Yeah, it's really good. All right, we're now gonna play Pixox Rolbo. All right, first thing I did when I came to life is I pushed the air. All right, so let's take a peek at where we be. Not bad at all. Not bad at all indeed. All right, we got our home base. Let's see, where... Oh, yeah, I need a red pen, huh? What are my perks? I'm a smoker, that's it. Like, what the fuck, man? How do you get over to this garbage? a formal tie. And what's my protection levels right now? Nothing. Except my groin. Alright, inventory. Alright, well, oh. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to go ahead and get the empty red mug. And I'm going to grab one of these and a can opener. Alright. Microwave, yeah. Can't believe stupid thing ran out. Alright, so, I mean... May as well. This is actually going to be me in the zombie apocalypse. I'm literally going to bring a book. What happened to Gersh perk? Gersh perk got Gersh worked. How is this household even structured, dude? Alright, first things first, we need a bag. It's an amazing outfit to wear during the zombie apocalypse. Well, the zombie apocalypse did happen on a, formal Friday. Pause. What? Carpentry. Great pen. Alright, we're just carrying like literally a stack of books, but I mean, I'm just gonna beeline for my old hideout. It's like nothing ever changed. Oh, except I don't have a car now. Oh my god. Earbuds. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need some bandages. This is actually pretty good. Oh, shit, yeah. Let's put this shit on. You're over encumbered. But it's not a big deal. I'm simply here to offload some books. You know, I suppose I could leave some of the metal working. And mechanics, and mechanics, and the magazine. Carpentry Volume 4, maybe not. Alright. Yeah, this is a great looking outfit. Alright. Anything in here? I mean, we have some bandages. There's a pretty good amount of bandages, but I'm realizing that if I have a home base, what are we doing? My cat's like trying to dig to China. Do I really have a shed? Oh, I'm a man's man. I built that shed with my bare hands. Yeah, dude, this is very like modern day Zoomer that grows up and goes to the workforce. Because I know that existing fashion trend that's like, wear neutral. Oh, this is some good shit. Oh, thank the stars. I don't have good condition. But yeah, no, I know that there's that Zoomer fashion of like very neutral shirt and pants. And then out of control, absolutely out of control, sneakers. Do I want a bar or a pipe? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna take my unencumbered walk. Alright, so... Alright, just taking a stroll down the street. Duct tape is great for repairing. Actually, let me just put a little... So where oops, I tried to zoom in on it. Alright, so we're gonna need to pick a shape for supplies. Wrench, maybe? Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's down the street from my current home base, so I'm just gonna take a good old encumbered walk. See something? You okay? Cat's losing her little mind. JB's a snap. This is the kind of game I'd spend some 30 hours getting into and then dying, getting pissed, and giving up entirely. This game handles it really elegantly because you spawn back in the same world. So all of that loot that I collected and put into my home base, it's still there. So you kind of get punished in that you need to get some of your basics recollected. Like, I will need a watch. But see all the zombies that I picked off earlier? They're all there. Fingerless gloves? That looks so good. Gotcha. That ruby ring is good luck. Don't pass it up. Yeah. Might as well start putting on some rings whenever I see them. Is there a fucking horde over here? Does this guy just have a rifle on his back? He does. Put that in my gun rack. There's one to my left as well. Does anyone wear any electric watches anymore? Is my old person still on the... Ooh. Yeah, no, my mother corpse is just there, straight up. Oh, I forgot to get water. I'm exhausted, man. I know one of these bastards had a... Got to get water. I'm going to wander into this house. Could be a trap, but I'm not afraid. Why not? Let's get some pistols. All right. Okay. I need a digital watch. I need a digital watch. Moist? Slightly damp? Rain? Yeah, I wonder. that, the thunder sound effects are just unbelievable. Give me a break. Where's my watch? Oh. Left wrist seems fine. Oh my god, it's 6 p.m. Time to dump some garbage. Alright, I can't believe we got a duffel bag that early last time. I mean, that was just a miracle bag. It was a miracle bag. So now I'm going to need to find some stuff, presumably. Oh my goodness. Alright. See, look, here's everything. So this is... I present this to you, Jay Beazle. This. Did I really not equip that? It's incredible. Alright, so then we're going to come over to here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... I wonder where I put my gun from last time. I don't remember where I put that gun. Oh, is this my gun drawer? Nice. Gun. Rope I'm gonna need to chuck over here. Guns in the dresser. Thanks, Honey Raptor. Honey Raptor's a real sort of sexy name. It's me. It's Honey Raptor. Don't you remember me? I'm Honey Raptor. Alright, officer. Yeah, JB's, I think the fact that, like, you can get this stuff back, I think is just so incredible. Alright, let's drop these. You can keep your old body. No, that's the one thing you can't keep. Unless they later add skin fling so I can staple my old skin to my new skin. That would be so great. I have a feature request. It's already implemented? My God. Dude, I get over encumbered so fast. I'm exhausted. Dude, I'm like a joke. My old character was Hoss, dude. Go back and kill your old body. Yeah, we're gonna need to do that at some point. Be like, Gersh perk! All I need to do is find the van with all my shit in it. Do a little running, get a little fitness going. Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, an element to this that would be super cool, that, you know, other people have talked about this as well, like, just putting in some form of non-zombie NPCs that are, like, villainous, you know, like bandits running about. Dark Souls-style invasions. Oh my god, that would be a clown show. been enjoying the game so far. Oh, dude, Salad 1. Yeah, no, I think this is a game that I've been looking forward to revisiting for quite a while. Duct tape, box of nails. Wire, I got these sweet fingerless gloves. NPCs are the next big patch planned. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I kind of feel like I'm missing out on a certain scope of this game. Due to the fact that I'm still trying to get a hold of some of the basic systems. And I'm honestly, I'm just completely fine with that. Trying to understand the value of having duplicates. Oh, I need to start smoking. Oh, no. I need to smoke. BBS is up, Day 9. Thank you for the many years of great content. And most of all, story time with Day 9. Mwah. Dude, Phoebius, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you on this fine, dandy Thursday. This week went by fast. This was a fast week. Just zipped through. Yeah, in this game, I'm a smoker. Peckish? Well, that's no problem. I know exactly what to peck. Open can. Oh, I have 4 of these. Oh. Where does it say I have 4 of these? Oh, I see. Eat it. Good. Good. Alright, so I'm anxious. I mean, I guess I'll fill this up and, so I look at my map. The obvious place that I should go to is this school. There's bound to be a backpack in the school, right? So I think that I'm going to go to sleep. Or just chill here a little bit until it's time to... Well, I'll chill till it's time to go to bed. Let's look up... Let's grab one of these and just sit down and read. Read for a little bit. I'm ready to go to school. Pascal One Pieces, how'd you deal with huge stress during college years or during later projects in life? Like, that is at least the pro of smoking. It is such stress relief. Yeah, no, I mean, I love talking about stress and pain and strain and everything in between. Like, I'd love to get a little bit more detail on the kinds of things that you're interested in. But, you know, I think that, like, okay, here is as best as I can explain while my character reads. We're going to take a micro break. It is time for story time with Day 9 while my character reads a good book. I think that the most beneficial thing that I have done in the last 10 years is start going to therapy. I don't see a therapist right now, but I feel like one of the benefits of therapy is that you start to be able, like, by working with a therapist, if there is a stressful event, there's generally not one stressful thing going on. So, for instance, let's imagine something relatively significant. Like, let's imagine that I am packing to move tonight, because the movers are coming here tomorrow, and I get done with the stream and I'm just sitting there and I'm not being... Or, no, let me reverse it. Let's imagine that my spouse was had done no packing all day, and she was, like, just sitting there watching TV, and I was like, okay, do you want to pack? And she's just like, no. That is a sort of thing that might cause me to feel frustrated. It might cause me to feel stressed. It might cause a lot of things. And if we try to, like, peel that out, I might be frustrated because... maybe they said that they were going to pack and then they didn't. Or maybe they haven't been doing anything. Or maybe they've been working really hard for a week and I haven't been. So I maybe feel a little bit of guilt because I see them resting and I want to pack and I suddenly feel guilty about the fact that I can't, or I feel like I'm not allowed to ask them to help. Yeah, let me help you, Luca, too. Let me help you out. Man, my character's just not getting tired. This is incredible. And so I feel like a benefit of therapy, or frankly just a lot of self-reflection, is being able to carefully sort of unwind that coiled ball of stress and understand, oh, I see. I am stressed about this move in general, and I am not angry with my partner. And this is actually, like I'm bringing up this example because we recently moved into a bigger place. Fuck yeah, more space. We recently moved into a bigger place, and Britt and I didn't get into any fight at all, and were really thoughtful and really supportive the entire time, and there was no tension, but it was quite stressful, and it was a lot of work. And, you know, this coming back to this statement of, like, well, how do you deal with stressful things? I think step one is being able to identify which, like, where is the stress source coming from, and sitting there and trying to unwind it a little bit. Because, for instance, if I have had a really long day, like my character in this game has, and I can't believe my character is not going to sleep. I'm kind of annoyed at my character, honestly, right now. Go to sleep. I think step one is being able to identify those things. Wow, my character just is ready to get up and go. Time to have some, what do we want? Some pineapple? Eat all. Should have another one here. Eat all. Let me actually finish this point. So, like, I almost view myself as a little tiny sim that has different gauges. And so, by being better at identifying where the stress is coming from, I might do different actions. So, for instance, one thing that I find I need as a person is I need time alone to just be allowed to think about stuff and to decompress. I need that time alone to think about shit and decompress. I just need that. And so if I'm feeling really stressed or just feeling negative, I'm like, okay, have I gotten time to do that particular thing? That might be something that's missing. Another thing that I need is I need to feel productive in some way. And I don't mean productive as in if I spend a lot of time doing something, it needs to have a good output. But I mean, like, if I sat down and coded something that's purely for my own enjoyment, that gives me a sense of, like, I sat down and I built something for a few hours, and it's fine if it doesn't go anywhere. I just need that building feeling. Now, these are completely different things. Be alone, decompressing, not being around people, not needing to think about communication, just thinking about my own thoughts, versus focusing very specifically on a task and trying to make forward progress on it because it gives me a sense of satisfaction. But by being able to articulate these, by being able to identify which problem I'm actually looking at, I can better treat myself when I'm feeling stressed out, when I'm feeling bad. And I think that if I'm ever feeling like really burnt out and beat, there's something that I always do that is like an amazing step one that always makes me feel better in the long run. And I'll tell you about it. Once I step outside, drop my garbage. I'm actually going to put it in the garbage. I think this would be a fine thing to do. start making my way towards that school. Carrying a garbage bag is above me. So the thing that I always do... Oh, so first of all, what's our goal? Well, we need some supplies. So I'm actually going to try to beeline it for this school. I'm literally going to wander right up here and try to park myself here and see what's up. That's going to be the goal, because I want to get a backpack. So something that I find is really helpful for me whenever I'm feeling really stressed and really burnt out and really bad, I find I need a mix of stimulation and comfort and stuff, but I'm so burnt out, it's hard. It's hard to just do anything. It's really hard to do anything. Because by definition, I'm freaking tired, man. I don't have the energy for this shit. I think I'm actually going to go all the way to the main road. So what I tend to do is like a greatest hits of things that make me happy. So I will put on my favorite albums from my life. I will get my favorite foods, which would be like bread and brie and a Gulden Draak. I will rewatch or replay a game that I know I like, or a show that I know I like. I'll put on some Avatar: The Last Airbender. I will watch maybe a speed run of like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Dude, pipes rule. And I find that because I've taken some thought out of the equation... Yeah, I'm going to equip these. I know y'all like the green sneakers. These are just... These are knowns. Because I don't know how much this happens to you, but sometimes I'll sit down in front of Netflix and be like, Jesus Christ, it's going to take quite a bit of effort to just figure out what the heck I want to do with this Netflix stuff. You know, I'm just like, all right, I'm completely and totally overwrought. What now? And I sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't know. And then I wind up, grinding social media. And the thing is that, like, as much as I love crapping on social media, I actually do like... Excuse me. Can we stop, please? Oh, I didn't fill my shit up, did I? Time to make a pit stop. Wait, what is that thing? Oh, that's literally my... Oh. You know, I figure I should actually go to this house here, huh? Figure I should. Oh, look. Boy Meets Grill. Huh? What am I talking about? Alright. I'm actually going to go to the smaller house. Yeah, I find that, like, I just take decision-making out of the equation when I'm like, what is a game that always kind of makes me happy? And I'll just go look up one of those. What's a movie that always makes me happy? I'll put on, like, The Matrix. I'll put on, like, Aliens. Soon enough, I'm, like, watching Aliens, listening to my favorite album, while I'm eating bread and brie and beer. Oh, shit. And it gives me a little bit of comfort. Oh, I was talking about social media. Yeah, like, I love to crap on social media. It's one of the most easy to make fun of things in the universe. that just literally a helicopter? That's a helicopter, isn't it? As much as I love to crap on social media, I actually kind of like just opening up and reading Reddit for like 10 minutes. Just whatever's on the front page. And, you know, just, hey, what's some interesting news? Hey, here's some funny memes. Here's like a really good video of a cat doing a backflip off a deck or some shit like that, you know? And I'm like, oh, okay, good. But I do think it's, whoa, damn. I don't think it's incredibly easy to get kind of consumed by it and just be on there for like 2 hours. This is really bad news. Fuck you, get out of the way. This is a big fucking problem. So I'm trying to just break eye line. What is this helicopter? I'm pretty proud of those evasive maneuvers. I really need a smoke. Anyways. Yeah, I find that that is a really good way of de-stressing for me. De-stressing being like, how do I just take some time to, like, just consume the things that always make me feel at least a little bit happy. And it's okay if it's not like, you know, for instance, when I watched the TV show Severance, it was so good. I just felt amazing for days, right? It's the kind of thing where I'm like, man, I wish I could get that shit again. And, you know, I don't need that all the time. And sometimes I find that I'm in, like, this situation where I'm like, I need to find something that is as good as that TV show experience was for me that one time. Aw. And I don't. I don't actually need that. What I actually need, when I'm really burnt out, is some opportunity to decompress. Guaranteed decompression for me. Those returning to those safe things feel awesome. So I am going to go this way because there was a huge horde, like, right here. Oh. Do I really need to fight these guys? I mean, I may as well. Rawr. What? Oh, shit. We got bit. Alright. Pixox Rilbo is dead. Well, this is the game. See, that's me trying to be efficient. But Pixox Rilbo, it's time to go to fucking school. We still have time. We're not dead yet. Pain? Do I have painkillers? No. All right. Well, this is still we're gonna make this home base last. And boom, that's exactly how real painkillers work. Oh yeah, let me stop the pain before I stop the bleeding. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So it doesn't say bitten anymore. How does that... I thought that I'm dead as shit. I thought that it... Or let me rephrase that. I thought that it still said that you're bitten even when you bandage it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... Pixox Rilbo has one goal. You're still dead as shit, Sean. Sean, you're so fucking dead. No, I know I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm stressed out. Britt, is there any bread and brie? Oh god, Britt, do you have bread and brie, please? Left alt? Alright. Fuck. This was gonna be my quick jaunt. This is the path that I set out for myself. Man, I am not the brightest. Wow, I really hope I can smoke at least once before I die. Yeah, I've had to do a lot of learning and searching in terms of, like, figuring out how to, like, de-stress and calm myself down, because one thing that I would do, and I'm going to use the word high really liberally, because I've never done any drugs, but I would chase highs if I was feeling bad. So, for instance, if I was having a really bad day, I would try to go on an insanely long win streak in StarCraft. This is not very relaxing. And sometimes I would go on a really long win streak in StarCraft and be like, fuck yeah! Oops. Took a turn that I didn't need to take. What can you do? This is the game. But then what would happen is that, like, shit, looks like I lost some games. And suddenly I had negatively contributed. I would do something that actually had stakes to it. Like, I remember when I was in, like, college, I'd be feeling, like, really bad about myself. Maybe I've been, like, rejected and I've been working too much. I'd be like, well, how about I go try to meet someone who I can fall in love with. Because let me tell you, like I am a lifelong just, like, anti-player. The idea of hookups just feels very stressful to me. It's just like, I don't know, man. I've far too many insecurities in me for that stuff. So I'd be like, well, all right, well, I want companionship, so let me try to go for the, like, highest stakes things possible. Finding true love on a Thursday. All right, I'm 20 years old. I haven't really figured out who I am yet, and I need to find someone who will just fill all the voids I have in my heart. This isn't a fucking school. All right, I'm going to the Adult Education Center. E. That's no school. Is this the school? So it looks like some school-ass shit. Yeah, or I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to go to Friday Night Magic, and I'm going to try to, like, win. Well, you know, Friday Night Magic and Magic the Gathering is a game with a lot of randomness. Then I'd just, like, fucking be losing. Things like this, and it took me a long time to just, like... And what I was doing was I was trying to find something that would give me a really big pop of, fuck yeah. Oh, this is not a school. You bastards. I was trying to get something that would give me a really, like, because I was feeling so bad, I wanted something that was huge in terms of, like, the opposite end of the emotion. Just like, oh my god! It was the most amazing. Was there a bag in there? I didn't see a bag. I thought that was a bath towel. Fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, hi. Fucking asshole. Shit. Fucking holy shit. Run, you fucking idiots! Alright. Nice. Alright, we're fine. This is, like, not a big deal. I'm actually gonna walk home, because I'm like, it's like, super a nothing. Hot, pain. Strength and speed reduced. Alright. Oh, shit. Just fucking my alarm's going off. I gotta, like, take my dog out. Alright. Okay. Nice. Check this text message. But yeah, no, I think that, like, the thing that I had to really unlearn was that, like, I would be feeling like, let's say, like, a real sense of sadness. You know, maybe it's because I was feeling lonely, like I didn't feel like I had a sense of connection with other people, or maybe I was just, like, not feeling happy about myself. Okay. At least something's green. And instead of, like, looking at that feeling and trying to treat that feeling, I would, like, again, chase highs. Ooh, let me get to the highest rating I've ever gotten to in StarCraft. Let me try to find some really difficult math problem and try to solve that. Ooh. And when I say chase a high, I mean that feeling of success. Like, ah, yes, awesome. I did it. And the thing is that, like, again, there would be times when I would, like, set myself some really ambitious StarCraft goal after, say, a breakup where I was feeling really sad and feeling really bad about myself instead of, like, properly mourning about it. What would I do? I would just fucking go home and just start playing StarCraft. I would, like, cry a little bit. Okay. Let's try to get to A+. Just, like, fucking grind on Icy Cup or whatever. Icy Cup was a server. Old StarCraft server. And then if I, like, did it, I would feel like, woo! And I'd feel like a sense of euphoria. But then that pain and that stress would just come back again. So, I mean, I'm kind of talking about the difference between something that is emotionally painful, like a breakup, and then, like, I'm working too much, or a situation is challenging, and that's stressful. Alright. Excuse me, everyone. Dun 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 dun. I will hold E. So, I mean, the, there's quite some hordes here. My little stumbles. And so I'm much better at understanding when, say, there's something that I'm sad about that I need to mourn, or... I am not doing well, Despers. It's okay, we're almost back. Can't believe this character hasn't died yet. Yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah, I got quite some company here. They're faster than me now, sweetheart. Okay, this might be as close as we can get it. Can I just drop dead at some point? Come on, Pox X Rollbow. Okay, this is it. Yeah, alright. Fuck yeah. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, get the fuck out of there, yeah. Oh, oh shit. Oh. Oh, quick, take out your map. Alright. Okay, okay. Now to finish the thought as we watch Pixox Rollbow, accurately named. Yeah, I would generally try to take a, it took me a long time to understand that what I didn't need if I was feeling bad, whether it be pain that I needed to mourn or stress because there's too much going on, what I didn't need was the opposite positive feeling. If I'm feeling really, really negative, I need to find something that'll make me feel really, really positive. This guy says, wait, I looked away for 2 seconds and you died? You've been looking away for longer than 2 seconds, my friend. Yeah, and what I found is that if I'm feeling really, really negative, what I need to seek out is neutrality and comfort. Like, a more neutral thing. Like, I'm not looking, if I'm feeling really bad, to do something really, really awesome. I'm looking for neutrality, and then when I hit neutrality, then I can go from neutrality into something really positive and into something really great, but it's that neutral, grounded sense of self that I think is really important. That's me. I'm a little lumber bump. Dan Dagan says, too much salt in your food, just add sugar. It'll taste great. That's actually a pretty good comparison, yeah. Says, did you always pull through / struggle through the stress? Or was there ever a point in which you shut down? I'm going to reframe that, not necessarily as a binary. Yeah, I may have brought the horde to my house. Yeah, to frame it not necessarily as a binary, it's like there are times when I was under a lot of stress and struggling, and I was just not doing well in a lot of ways. Like, my sleep was really not going well. And I was just feeling really sad all the time. And I didn't want to be around people, and it felt really bad. Like, it's not like I shut down, or it's not like I'm succeeding by struggling through it by any measure. But it's not like I was doing great, I was doing great, and then the stress hit a threshold and I shut down. You know, it's just like there were lots of things that were going awry. And so with that, it's 4:07, so I need to go at 4 when my alarm went off while I was trying to get the duffel bag. But Pascal, if you want to talk more about stress, we're going to be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. Super Troops says, that's depression, even if it's not long-term chronic. I would be leery of trying to do medical diagnoses here via a Twitch chat. Especially because I went to a professional and they were like, "You're not depressed." Spooper Truce is fair. Yeah. I also know that you're sort of adding to the conversation, not necessarily trying to diagnose me. I'm just generally trying to, because a lot of times I'm like, my nose has been running for a few days. Sean, you're gonna need to go to a doctor right away. I had that happen before, and as it turns out, my sinus was turning inside out. You might have an acute case of pineapple upside down sinus. I'm like, no, my nose is a little runny. Sean, no, it's not the sinus. It's actually a signal of overhydration. You need to stop drinking water right away, et cetera, et cetera. You have brain cancer. It's your brain leaking out through your nose. I'm like, guys, I don't have a brain. Relax. Let's try this again. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow Project Zomboid. Next week, we have mostly walking Marvel Snap on Tuesday, and then I'm going to play the indie roguelike city builder Against the Storm on Wednesday. And probably more Project Zomboid in the future as well. Another burst of those. I want to once again give a warm thanks to GeForce Now, the service that we are streaming on. And hey, Tumbleweed Girl, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Everything that you are seeing right now is not running on my PC. It is being streamed from the cloud. So we're doing all this stuff from the cloud right now. It's just amazing wizard technology. Feel free to check out the free trial. So, again, if it's a service that you're interested in fiddling with, give it a shot, give it a try. Because they're coming up with their new Ultimate Edition, which is basically, those 4080s NVIDIA makes? Yeah, they're hooking those up to their cloud rig. So with that, I'm going to see you tomorrow, where I will be playing, again, on GeForce Now, even though that's not sponsored, because I think this fucking technology is incredible. See you later, everyone. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're fantastic. And you are alive.